say thank you. So like the fish that swim the deep sea, my need for you flows in my veins. I love you so, more than you know. How could I love me like this more? And as a guitar strums a memory, I'll think of what you said to me. Adios amigos, hasta la vista. Goodbye my friends, we'll meet someday. Adios amigos, until tomorrow, we all must go our separate ways. Adios amigos, muy buena suerte. Our time has come and we are shedding tears. Adios amigos, until tomorrow. If love is true, then we'll return. Adios amigos, hasta la vista. Goodbye my friends, we'll meet someday. Adios amigos, until tomorrow. We all must go our separate ways. Adios amigos, muy buena suerte. Our time has come and we are shedding tears. Adios amigos, until tomorrow. If love is true, then we'll return.
Thank you very much, Jose. Okay, we have one more speaker, and we are all here, and everybody wants to go home and celebrate. But I want to leave you with this. Wear your sparkle wherever you are. Remember that, graduates. At this time, I invite Ms. Polanco to introduce our last speaker of this evening. Ms. Nubia Polanco, please.
Good evening. Please allow me to introduce Jason Feliciano Oak, M.M. Mella, also known as El Mero Maludo de Sopas, is a visionary, a rebel, a trailblazer. Jason respects and enjoys hard labor. To him, hard work, specifically in the practice of agriculture, is life-giving. It is a way of life that brings about love and allows him to give of himself fully, while receiving in return. Jason enjoys change and the never-ending joy of adapting to change that may come his way. Jason has come a long way as the last high school graduate that he was 2 years ago when he stepped into John Paul II Junior College. Back then, Jason saw himself as a student of architecture in Mexico, a profession that he felt sure would give him happiness with the big money that would come with success. He has since realized that happiness is found in the simple yet beautiful things one enjoys doing. It took him 2 long years to come to this realization. While in class with the great Mella, or out in the corridors fighting for students' rights to sit at the picnic table by the office, or mocking at teachers' footwear as they pass by, like Miss Caitlin's, and even shedding years of frustration having to turn in a late exam. It took Jason 2 years for him to realize that he was called to a more social and humanistic profession, that of becoming an agriculture teacher. Jason's education foundation does not end at John Paul II Junior College, for he plans to study agronomy in Costa Rica and to come back to teach agriculture at the high school level. With John Paul II Junior College as his foundation, he is determined to excel not only for his sake, but for the sake of who he refers to as his comrades, his fellow MN Having ranked second in his graduating class, I call on Jason Oak to deliver the farewell address.
It's actually thank you. Before I start, I'd like to give a shout out to Waffle and Mr. David. Look at him. Woo! Thank you, Marsha. Alright then. Thank you for that amazing intro. I wouldn't have it any other way. Thank God for allowing me to be here today amongst all you beautiful people who I come to love. Yes. As we part ways from each other and this life-giving school, it's only fair that someone do a little recap by virtue of having snatched the second highest grade. I, Jason Feliciano, will do it. But first, let me get something over with. I'm encouraged to acknowledge very important people. To start off, we have the Mayor of Benqueviejo del Carmen, Mayor Marconi Sosa, who I've never met before till today, so hey there. Yeah, at first I was confused as to who the Chancellor of John Paul was, because I've never heard that being uttered here. I sincerely give thanks to him, Father Bo. I owe him my time here. He was my firefly in the ocean of darkness during the time where I didn't know what to do and was preparing to jump head first into what I thought would make me happy. But he told me, "You're not ready." Father Bo was the man who sent me to school with no money, but the idea that we'll figure it out. He promised to help me pay for my schooling while all he had was a plan. We did figure it out, yet the aid was never certain and the deadlines were always closer and closer. All that I will say is, we milked that plan for 2 sweet years. Thanks, Father Bo, for being my beacon while I was lost at sea. Also, Miss Caroline Trenchford, thank you for that lengthy, very lengthy speech. Yes, thanks again. The next runner-ups are our parents. I was told to do this speech in English, but I'll beg forward to do it in a bit of Spanish for a very special person. I mean, what's the point if she can understand, right? Así que, los siguientes finalistas en la lista de personas a quien darle las gracias son los padres. Le doy gracias a mi mamá, Marilu Uc, y a mi papá, Nicolás Raúl Uc. Yes. A pesar de que esencialmente obtuvo una beca completa y como la mayoría de nosotros obtuvimos, todavía nos dieron su apoyo. Y incluso con una beca siempre se pone difícil la vida y nuestros padres están ahí para ayudarnos, darnos ese poquito de inspiración que necesitamos para seguir. Y hasta hoy nuestros padres hacen el intento de estar aquí, piden tiempo de su trabajo, dejan su casa y otras cosas para apoyarnos. Gracias por estar con nosotros hasta el último momento de nuestra carrera. Yeah, thank you parents for your unconditional support and love. Yes. Then we have our second parents, our volunteer teachers. Not all teachers left us like Miss Ellen, Miss Julia, Miss Angela, Miss Caitlin, and even Mr. Jacob and Dr. Craig. Bad parents. Our second parents are our teachers, and boy did they have a lot to deal with. Yeah, Miss Ellen, your class were honestly the best class I've ever attended, of course. The best only after the great melons. Miss Julia and Miss Caitlin were the person I looked when I needed confidence boost and just a smile on my face. My plan was to make their desks mine, but alas, their departure was closer than we would have ever expected. Miss Julia with her awesome violin skills, and Miss Caitlin with her ugly chanclas. Mr. Jacob, Father Jacob, he was the manliest man that I've ever met. He was someone easy to talk to and fun to hang around with. Then we have the octogenarian Dr. Craig. Dr. Craig still owes me $5, and I have the I owe you card. So if you're seeing this, you owe me $5. His class was undoubtedly the most confusing and yet the most entertaining. I think it really made us think. Let us not forget our first year teachers, like again, Father Jacob, 2 years, man. Thanks. We also owe Joe Scissorberger, that was the iconic Faccio Latin word, also pronounced Faccio. Your classes were awesome. Then we have Miss Angela, that one with B's too. She was here for 2 years. And Miss Megan, who was undoubtedly the best dean. Yes. Last but not least is the great Andrew Malak, the man who taught us how to live virtuous lives, how to exist. With his great elite scores in geometry class, who was also my compadre in the Melox volleyball team. We got third place on my first year. Then we have the foundations of our school to thank. The best printer person, our teacher, Mr. Justin Vera, who's like a father to us. He's someone you can depend on when you need something printed. Walking blessing. We also have Miss Shirley, who is always super helpful and always with a warm smile, chase us out. Yes. Oh, we have Miggy, the man who polished this campus and always kept it fresh. Machika, who was the consejero and el amigo del pueblo. Let us forget Mr. David, who took us on a journey on finding ourselves through the exploration of our roots, my roots. El Tío was the best tío anyone had ever had. Really cool guy. Yeah, tío. We owe our great experiences to these pillars. I hope that we realize we are saying goodbye. Goodbye to the good times we had at JP. Goodbye to being together as we are right now. Goodbye to the Doris squad who we used to say used to. Goodbye to those who skipped class. Goodbye to the picnic table squad over there. Goodbye to those who did not hang out with us. We're saying goodbye, but we are leaving our legacy behind. We have planted the seed that the next generation should water and grow. Remember that we formed a pretty good volleyball team. We almost beat one of the top dogs, Galen University. Oh, we did get bumbled by Sacred Heart AUB, but we don't talk about that. It's crazy how a limited number of students managed to form both a male and female volleyball team. Just imagine when JP2 has hundreds of students instead of around 50. Now, we leave our volleyball afternoons up there. We leave our water dispenser that the student council got us. Thank you. See, even for a small group in a small school, they still manage to deliver. And that is a seed that the next generation should nourish and learn from. Heck, on our first year, we even participated in the National Latin exam and managed to get 3 silver medals, maxima cum laude, and 2 of the highest possible awards, the golden summa cum laude. Even when a small group of Latin students participated amongst 139,000 students, this logo's right here, we still took some of the top spots. There we go. We are troopers, we are trailblazers, we are the culmination of the investments of our parents, our teachers, and each other. When we leave JP2, we will not leave just with an associate degree and a fancy diploma and some awards. No, we leave with a new heart, mind, and soul that was forged for 2 long years. We leave with a piece of my heart, and I leave with a piece of your hearts. Remember that remember those times when we felt like we would not make it? Where are they now? We made it, and we can only keep going forward now. We are in charge of getting the name out, for creating those picados that others can follow behind. When we succeed for JP2, for Milenia Archila, Noah Burdett, Jorge Iglesias, for all of our fallen comrades, and for the future JP2 students. Let us not forget the bonds we made at JP2. Bonds made while spending 1 week at Pine Ridge. We survived 1 week without technology. We survived the rain at night, the mosquitoes during the day, those tiresome walks and adventures. Heck, we even climbed the slippery waterfall of death. Some people almost fell on it. We should not believe that we can do something. We can't do it. Don't even think that after having conquered the wilderness. We were strangers, but look at us now. Friends, comrades in arms. I need to thank the graduating class of 2020 for welcoming me into their hearts. If you remember, I was 2 weeks late when entering school. I did not go to the OLA with you. I did not take summer classes with you. I was supposed to be an outcast, yet you made me feel comfortable. Welcome. To be honest, I never thought that I would be able to snatch the 2nd highest grade. But thanks to all those who believed in me. Elizabeth Manzanero, who was my partner throughout the Malaysian history class. You're the perfect role model, the one who pushed me when I could not go forward. You were my good luck charm. JP2 is great and all, but without you, it would not be the same. You're like the cherry on top. Thanks to Father Bo, Doña Norma, who used to, never mind. My teachers, comrades, my parents, and all of my friends who believed in me. Thank you so much. And before I say the last line, shout out to my sister Shakira and Roman, who helped me with my exam. In a good way, they were recording me. I will never forget your teachings and how all of you made me a better person. Yeah. Thank you, JP.
Thank you, Jason. And thanks to all of you who were part of this memorable moment for graduating class of 2020. And of course, thanks to that big fellow out there, we had a beautiful evening. Thank you to all, and may you have a beautiful... Could you rise, please? Privates. Jose, we are ready.